Hmm. I hope it works this time. Why is YouTube rejecting my link? Hi, Aaron.
Hi, can you hear me
Hi.
now?
Yes, perfect. Thank God it's working now. Whoa. I'm sorry. So that means it was from my end, possibly. Okay. So, okay, people will join when they have to join. Let's continue. So, welcome back, Aaron. Thank you so much for the patience. And let's continue with our discussion on the inner child. So, last time you gave us a gist about what is inner child, how does that work with a mother and father, and everything else. Can you give us a little bit of a deeper insight, one by one, like the mother and the father, since we don't have much time? So
Okay.
let's start with the
So
mother.
one thing is, of course, inner child is a different concept. It's basically a child which is a wounded child, and it has nothing to do with a particular age. An inner child can be created at any age. Now, to just give you a gist of certain things of mother and father, starting with the mother. Generally, now this doesn't have to do with inner child per se.
Mm,
But one thing that can be, if you're facing any kind of relationship issues,
mm,
most probably we are looking at some issue with the mother.
okay.
Okay,
So
because
what issue will be there for with the mother that you
yes,
will face? What kind of a relationship
yes.
issue?
So we're going
Can
to
you
put it this
explain
way:
that?
mother, feminine energy; father, masculine energy. Okay. Now, with the feminine energy that is mother, these are the following issues you can face. If these are the areas of your life where you're having an issue, most probably we are looking at the feminine energy which needs to be worked on. Relationships with other people or with self,
Mm.
intimacy, abandonment issues, success in a relationship, health issues, all of this will come under the feminine energy.
What kind of health issues?
Any kind of health issues has to do primarily with your relation with your mother, because your
Oh.
health has to do with your body has to do with nurturing, and your mother is the first person which nurtures you.
Mm.
If you're having health issues, most probably you have to look with your connection with your mother. Now, of course, every organ has a different emotion associated with it.
Right.
If you have diabetes, cholesterol, or whatever, each one has a different emotion. However, I would recommend you to have a look or explore your relationship with your mother.
Okay.
If you're unable to sustain any relationship with anyone, let it be any kind of relationship, have a look with your relation with your mother. How was your relation with your mother? Because again, mother is nurturing. Anything to do with nurturing. And if you're not able to do it, check your relation with your mother.
Does this also include the relationships at work, like with the boss or with the
That's
colleagues?
mother. No, again, relationship with your boss, yes, it is a mother. You will have to look with your relation with your mother. However, relationship with regard to career is father.
No, no. I mean relationship with people. I don't mean with career.
Mother.
So, so people even at work, if there is an issue, like you face office politics or if you face something like that, then that you're saying is related to the mother.
It's going to be a mix over there, Guinea. So, do you want me to speak only about the mother and then tell it, or you want me to answer that question now?
No, I mean, if
Okay, let
it's
me
part
answer
of
that.
it, if it's
With
part of it,
with the relationship at work, of course, you need to look at your. So the primary thing of any kind of relationship, you have to check your relationship with your mother. However, at work, if the person that you're interacting with is authoritative in nature, then you even have to look with your relation with your father.
okay, okay, and okay. What about
So,
relationship with your children?
mother, any kind
Again,
of nurturing, any kind of nurturing comes under the paradigm of mother. Any kind of authoritative, providing nature, go getting nature, father.
so other than relationships in general per se, what
Mm.
other issues does a person face if the relationship with a mother may be messed
Intimacy.
up?
That's what I said. I'll keep it short and sweet. Relationship with other people, intimacy. If you're having
Okay.
issues with intimate, again, it's a relationship. It's a
Right,
nurturing relationship.
right.
Health. Let's stick
Health.
to just and abandonment. Let's stick to four at the moment.
Okay.
So if you
Uh,
have abandonment issues, now primary it is the mother because it's the first connect. Your survival is based on your mother. However, if
mm,
at a later stage, if your father left you and go, you may still have abandonment issues.
mm.
But primarily, it has to do with the mother.
Okay. So when you speak about health, generally a lot of women have this PCOD or these kinds
No,
of
no. See,
issues. Are
yes.
they associated with the mother?
Okay. I'm going to give you an example of this. When I talk health in general, I would say explore your relation with your mother. However, each issue has a diagnosis to it. For example, with rice, you can make pulao, you can make biryani, you can make jeera rice. Let's give you a very simple. But rice is rice.
Right.
So health in general has to do with your mother. However, when we talk of different PCOD, generally has to do when you are focused more on being with the energy of masculine than feminine. You're rejecting your feminine side.
That is exactly what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you that question.
We won't be able to go to each and every disease because it's even
I
subjective.
No, I
But
totally understand that we can't do that, but this is something which is majorly affecting almost 90% of the women today.
because there is either the feeling is I cannot accomplish unless I be a man, or I can't do something unless I'm aggressive like a man. So you are actually going against your own essence.
Right.
So PCOD, generally, I would ask the client, what is something which you feel you can't achieve being a woman?
Yeah, so basically there is an issue with the feminine side of.
Then you are rejecting the feminine side, and you feel that only when you have the masculine energy, you'll be able to do something in life.
That's exactly why I asked this question. Right.
Yeah,
Okay. Carry on.
yeah. However, how much time do we have? Okay. Father issues. Now, these are the issues you're going to have. If you have these issues, look at your relation with your father. Money,
Okay.
career stability,
Okay.
fame, competency,
Fame.
self. Yeah,
Okay.
because generally the masculine energy is out there, right?
Hmm.
The feminine energy holds the space, but the masculine energy goes out there, right?
Hmm.
Self-worth issue, authoritative issues. If you fall in any of this category, check your relation with your father.
Hmm. Authoritative issues,
Let me
finance
explain
issues,
why,
career issues.
why
Take me.
authoritative issues.
When
Let's
you
not
when you
why
when you say when you say competitive issues, what exactly do you mean by that?
competency. If you don't feel competent enough, you need to check your relation with your father.
So it means you are insecure to be competitive, or you feel you don't have the confidence.
All of this come under the root chakra, no? It's the stability. It's the masculine energy. So you need to look at your relation with your father.
Dipshika is asking, what do you mean by check your relationship?
Okay,
Has it to be brought at ease?
okay. So when I say check your relationship is as children, we are dependent, our survival is on our parents. And most of the time we oblige and we listen to them out of no choice because our survival is based on them. However, there are certain things that we don't like about them. So I have yet to meet a client who has a perfect relationship with both his parents. They either have a relation with their they either have a bad relation with their father or with their mother. So you have to find out now how is your relationship with your father better as compared to your relation with your mother, or vice versa. Whichever relationship is not working, for example, if your relation with your father is not that great, then check how comfortable are you with authoritative figures, how good are you doing in career, do you feel competent enough. Now if you say that you're doing fantastic in your career, check how much of energy and efforts you have to put in to maintain that particular position in your company, because it needs to come with ease.
What if somebody has an issue with both the relationships?
So
Somebody's asked.
yeah, so if you have a relationship with both the relationship, then you just have to do more work.
So basically, when you have a relationship, I mean, issue, your inner child issue with both the parents,
Yeah.
so your life is, I mean,
See,
your
I
career, your relationships, your finance, nothing probably would be that smooth. So
yeah,
you're facing problems everywhere.
as I told you, and at the cost of sounding repetitive, feminine energy, mother issues. Check if you face health issues, one. If you face intimacy issues, two. If you face relationship issues, three. If you face abandonment issues, four. If you fall in this four category, please check if you have a good relation with your mother. Clear? If you have self-worth issues, if you have competency issues, if you have money issues, if you have career issues, please check how good is your relation with your father. If you have issues in both the category, it's time to work with both your parents.
And
Okay?
how to overcome this suffering, Nandita is asking.
What suffering? Inner child with father. So you need to work therapeutically. You need to find out first and foremost which area of your life have you figured out that you're suffering in. If you could mention that.
Supposing it is either. So how does one overcome this?
So the first step, what Nandita has done is to identify which parent does she have an issue with.
Hmm.
Now the second step is to take therapy and find out how to heal that part of you that is causing this issue. And once you heal it therapeutically, so there is a technique which is called the inner child technique, which I'm a specialist in. We can work on that inner child and help you to have a better career, or be more competent, or whatever area that you feel you're lacking in.
Okay. And what if there is no communication from both the sides of the parents, or the parent and child are not talking to each other? Then what?
Okay. So then definitely you need healing to check what part of you is not able to communicate with that particular parent. What is so much painful, or what are you in denial of that you just don't want to communicate with that parent?
So then, okay, I missed this. So yeah, can you just repeat? What if there is no communication?
If there is no communication, then you have to check which part of you is in pain. Because we stop communicating when we feel either we're not understood, or we are angry with that person, or etc etc. So you need to find out what is the reason for the lack of communication today, and that part of you needs to be worked on therapeutically.
What if the communication gap is from the other side?
So we work with the client, no, because even if the communication gap is from the other person, you are in pain, so we need to work on your pain. How does it feel that your parent is not speaking to you? I feel really bad. Breathe into that feeling. What's happening? I don't know. I just feel that every time, no matter what I do, it's not enough for them. How does that feel? I feel really, really bad. I feel miserable. I feel I'm not worthy enough. Okay. Do you generally feel you're not worthy enough? Yeah, most of the time. So that's how we go about it.
Right. And is there any other way where a person can help themselves? Even, maybe some people right now cannot reach you or may not have an appointment with you or go for hypnotherapy or counseling. Is there any other way where they could try and help themselves? So like writing about it, would that help? Or talking to a parent, would that help? Do you think hypnotherapy would help? What is, let's say, let me ask it this way. What is the shortest, fastest method to heal this issue?
In my opinion, there is no short method.
Okay. What is the method?
I feel therapy is the method. You know why? Because when you are self healing can be done only to some extent, Guinea. When you are sick, why do you go to the doctor? Why can't you treat yourself at home? If you have a viral, why don't you treat yourself at home?
I
I
don't
don't.
go to the doctor.
Okay, but you suffer, right?
No, I treat myself at home in my way.
Even viral.
Yeah, I don't go to the doctor. And if I go to the doctor, I don't take medicines. That's the problem my doctor has with me. I don't
Okay,
I even my children, all my life, unless and until it like till it comes till here, I don't give my children medicines. I treat them at home.
exactly.
Okay,
So me.
Joydeep says me and my mom haven't spoken in 3 years. She thinks I don't care. How to get her out of this notion?
So first and foremost, Joydeep, is what made both of you all not speak to each other for 3 years? Something must have happened. What happened? What went? So were you not understood, or there was a fight, or some kind of rift? What has happened between both of you? Now, when you're saying she thinks I don't care, basically it's just a presenting issue. She thinks she doesn't. You don't care, but there is something underlining there. So what is it? So generally, what happens? We tell people I'm angry with you, but actually, why we angry? Because we feel that you don't care for us. But do how often do we say you don't care for us? We just hold on to the anger because we feel it's much easier.
Yeah. It's
I
safer
mean,
than being hurt again. Joydeep, I've sent you the link. Please click on that and come online. I mean, come live if you would like
yeah,
to. Right. So basically, it's all about feeling unloved. Basically, that is what it is, right?
love and acceptance at the bottom. The core issue is love and acceptance.
Core issues, love, and acceptance. So, will I become CBI? You need to put on your video. If you don't put on your video, I don't accept you. Everybody, if you want to come on, please put on your video, guys. Joydeep, I called you. तू तो आया नहीं, बाकी सब लोग आ गए. Okay, so Neo is asking, isn't it as simple as going and talking to the person, touching expert's feet and saying, I'm sorry, or giving a hug?
Well, new if that works for you, good for you. But how many of us actually have the courage to do that?
Uh, okay, yeah, true. But does that really work, Aaron? Just saying I'm sorry, does it work?
It doesn't, because I'll tell you what, the feeling is still very much there. The emotion is still very much present. So what happens after a few years, it again comes up. And then, like, see, even last time I forgive you, but you did the same thing all over again.
Exactly. What do you do?
So I'll do a demo if someone wants to do a session. I'll do a quick demo. Any issue, let me I
Uh,
to you.
Joydeep is here. Joydeep, that's a very old friend of mine, Joydeep.
Okay. So Joydeep,
And
would you like to be a demo? Because I really can't. You need to
he,
see to feel.
right, he said he and his mom are not talking to each other for the last 3 years.
Okay. So would you like to be a demo, Joydeep?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Is your legs
Uh,
uncrossed?
Deep,
Please make sure your legs are
your
uncrossed.
feet are uncrossed. Don't cross your hands and legs. Deepshika,
Okay.
hi Deepshika. One sec, let me say hello to Deepshika. Hi Deepshika. You also had a question? Deepshika, hello.
Hi, hi.
Hi, did you have a
Yes.
question? Okay, so let's
Yes,
take
yes,
Joydeep
yes. I
first
can
and
hear
then
you.
we'll come to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Okay, so let's finish Joydeep, then we'll talk to you.
Okay.
Continue,
Okay.
Joydeep.
Joydeep, you and your mother are not speaking for 3 years. Do you know the reason for it?
So I'll tell you what. Me and my mom actually never worked out right from my school days. Yeah. As of today, I'm 45 years old. Okay. And I'm talking about like when I was 10 years old, 12 years old, we never matched.
Okay.
And it was always dad who would come in between and uh, make us okay. Like, okay, guys, separate and you do your thing, you do your thing. And since my childhood, it was my dad who was always the nearest parent. I was always a father's boy. Yeah. So once I grew up, once I started doing a job after my college days, I kind of thought, okay, this is not right. This has to be corrected. So I took my efforts. I started talking to her. I started uh, asking on the phone, "How are you?" and all of that thing. But it didn't work. It just didn't work. I did that effort for almost 10 to 12 years, 15 years, I think. It didn't work. She still has this idea that if my dad passes away, I might be driving her off from the house. And because, okay, I understand. I mean, we haven't stayed together for a very long time. It's been over 25 years that we are not together. I live in Bombay and I have lived everywhere. They live somewhere near Calcutta. And there is a news coming every day that some किसी के घर से parents को निकाल दिया, इसको निकाल दिया, ऐसा for property or for whatever reasons. So she has this weird thing in her mind that I would do the same. Okay. Whereas I actually stand up for such things that, be it howsoever it is, how problematic it is. I will want to keep my parental things. I will not sell anything. I will not allow anybody to get out of the house. It is their house. They will stay forever till the time they want. Okay.
So that is what
I'm
she thinks.
also,
What about you?
I'm thinking, I'm telling about myself that I don't want anybody to get out of the house. I don't want her to think that. In fact, I have requested both my parents to come and
Joydeep,
live with me.
Wait,
Just
And
because of
he knows.
time, I will have to ask you certain quick questions. Because you
Yeah.
said from the age of 10, you and your mom has had this kind of relationship, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So generally, what was the feeling? What feeling did you experience from your mother when she treated you the way she treated you?
So, see, I know one thing for sure. I'm the only child, okay? So she loves me a lot, no doubt about that.
Mm, mm,
But what happens that love kind of creates boundaries for you. And I
mm,
was always a child who would always want to break the boundaries, go and see what is beyond.
mm.
Okay. And she always wanted to dominate that and no, you're not going to do that. No, you're going to do this. You're going to do this.
Mm,
You do
mm.
exactly as I say. And I
For
didn't like
example,
that.
for example,
Okay.
if you could give me a specific
Uh,
example, if you
Yeah.
could give me,
For example, you will talk to him and you will not talk to that friend. Whereas I
because
would like to talk to both the friends and make a decision myself whether I would go and make friends with the person A or person B.
okay,
Okay.
did she ever give you a
At
reasoning
the
why?
same time, at the same time, no, she would never give a reason why. Because I
So
have
did
said,
you ever ask her why?
yeah, yeah, I have asked
And
why
what did
not?
she give a
So
response?
she would say because I am saying this, because I know more than you. Whereas my dad would actually come and tell me a list of reasons,
Joydeep,
that this is
Joydeep,
how it
one
should be.
second. Joydeep, 1 second. I will have to
Yeah,
stop you in between because of the shortage of time, and I really want to get to the core issue.
yeah.
So when I say I can't see anyone, where did everyone disappear?
we are all
Okay.
here.
So
Aaron. Yeah.
when I say stop, uh, please cooperate with me. So when mom said because I know about it, how did that make you feel? That she stopped you? Huh?
It doesn't feel very good because
Okay.
I
So
always wanted reasons.
wait. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Yeah. Close. Breathe. Close your eyes. Yeah. No. Close. Yes. So imagine.
Close
Close
your
your
eyes.
eyes. Imagine mom saying that I know better than you. Don't speak to this person. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel. I mean, it makes me question her. Like, why? What is the reason? I would want to know the reason.
And do you feel you will get an answer to that reason?
Um, Not most of the times.
Okay.
Sometimes
So how
yes.
does it feel that you don't get an answer to the question that you actually ask and you feel it's valid? How does that feel?
I didn't get.
How do you feel that you want an answer to a question, a genuine question, but you still wouldn't get it? How does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me. It used to make me feel very rebellious.
Yeah. Is it okay to say, I feel helpless? Instead of saying, I used to feel, can you breathe into the 10-year-old body and say, I feel helpless?
Should I say it?
Yeah, yeah, please say it.
Okay, I feel helpless.
Yeah. I feel
I mean,
helpless.
yeah, I mean, I really truly felt helpless a lot of
Yeah,
times.
yeah, I do believe you. So breathe into that energy of that words. I feel helpless.
I feel helpless.
Yeah. Breathe into it. I feel helpless.
I feel helpless.
And what does 10-year-old Joydev feel like doing when he feels helpless?
Mm, get out of the door.
Yeah. But
Take
can
a
you
run
get
on
up?
the street.
No, no, one sec. Joydeep, what did you feel? You keep your eyes closed. It's not about what you think or what you want to do. It's about how you feel.
No, that's
It's
okay. Sometimes
I'm telling
that's
you
just,
exactly what I feel
yeah.
right
No,
now.
no, that's okay.
Right
So
feeling
now,
is
Joy,
an
I'm in my house.
emotion. What is the emotion you feel?
no, let him
That's
say
what I'm
what he
saying.
feels.
I would. My emotion is that I would open the door and I would
Hmm?
just take a run on the street of my
Okay.
campus, the campus
So
that I grew at.
come back, Joydeep. Don't run this time. Come back. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Please close your eyes till I ask you to till I ask you to open them. Don't run this time. Feel the helplessness. You're just 10 years old. You're feeling helpless. As you're feeling helpless, what do you feel about your mother?
I feel angry.
Yeah. Breathe into that anger. Where are you storing this energy of anger in your body?
Can I say something?
Yeah, yeah, please.
Say
Okay.
whatever you feel like.
Okay. So I'm unable to feel the anger anymore,
Yeah.
uh, to be very
Because,
honest,
because,
because it's been almost 5 6 years that I have accepted that this is how she is,
and if
and
for a change,
okay,
stop.
and
If for a change you don't want to accept it, feel the anger.
yeah, so I have accepted, and I
Hmm.
have because right now I tried to feel that anger, I could not feel the anger on any corner of my body.
Hmm.
Then I realized that I've actually accepted that is how she is. I mean, nothing can change it. So
Okay.
if I have to take any information about her, that how she is doing or what is she doing, uh, I do it through my relatives or through my dad.
Okay. So let's do this one. Open your eyes. If today you were given a choice, imagine you could rewrite your life. Okay, and you could rewrite your life, and the universe said, how would you like your mother to be? What is that one thing you would write?
I would want my mother to be a little more patient and listen to what we have to say.
And how would that make you feel?
That's it. That's all I want from her, and
No,
that would
if
make me great
patient, how would that make you feel if she's patient toward you? How would that make you feel?
Feel,
towards her
feel.
or
No,
as
towards
as me.
yourself. Yeah, as a child,
You.
how would that make you feel?
Oh, that would definitely make me feel. much included, and much happier actually.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you a direct question. In life, did you have, was it uncomfortable to be included among everyone except your own family?
Um, Only once.
So when you're not included, when you don't feel included with your own mother, what are you experiencing within?
Can I say something?
Yeah,
Yeah. So actually, all that. See, this is what you're asking. I have stopped thinking about it so much that I have so much accepted that this is how she's going to be. Now, I actually have to revisit and think that what it should be. Uh, because initial days in my college days when she used to not accept like हाँ ठीक है ऐसा you are a gone case. So I never used to talk to her. That used
so
to
my
make me very angry. Okay, and that anger used to go out somewhere else. It used to go out in some either in the form of art or music or fighting with somebody. That. Then I one day realized that this is not what is happening good to me, and I should not just do it. She's never going to change. She's anyways growing older. She used to be a cancer patient also. So all that thing came in my mind, and I kind of gave it up. And I said, okay, this is how she's going to be. Let me just behave exactly the way she wants me to.
I want to
okay,
So
say
whenever
something. Aaron, one sec. Joydeep, one sec. I want to ask something here in relation to. Uh, can you hear me? Can you hear? Hello?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Acha, Aaron can hear me. So, I feel that this thing about his mother, that she wants him to nurture her, or rather take care of her, and she feeling that he will not do that, has manifested in his life in a manner with his wife somewhere, because his mother had cancer, and his wife is now sick, and he's been looking after her. So somewhere this whole thing has manifested, and he says that I have accepted it and I have forgotten it. But if he would have really, his subconscious mind would have, he would not have come up with this at this point when this discussion was happening. So he doesn't realize that.
Yeah, but that's not for us to see, Gini. The fact is a very the, the the very fact that he asked the question is the child within him still feels that.
Yes, yes,
That's
that's what
something
I'm
we
saying.
cannot tell the client because then it's our thought.
Yeah, no,
So
what I am trying to say, what I'm trying to point out here, rather, is that
mm,
when you suppress your emotions or these kinds of issues, they
mm,
manifest in your life. Like his
yeah,
mother had cancer, and she always thought that he will throw her out. Today, after getting married, such a beautiful woman, I don't think they have a child, and she's been sick for a long time, and he has been busy looking after her. So,
yeah,
that
they
manifestation
can
in
be
life has happened in
related.
that manner.
No, no, give me one thing. There is no faster, there's no, it's not like, okay, this, so this. There is a possibility, but you need more details for it.
Exactly. I agree with you. I'm not saying that this any matter can be solved in one session. No.
Yes.
You will need
So,
multiple sessions.
however, yes, I would agree, resonate with that point of observation of you is if he really was at peace with it, he wouldn't ask that question.
Exactly.
Because some way, Joydeep, that anger is still very much there. What you're doing is you are doing your best to suppress it and just believe that it's no, it's not there.
possible.
Because you not asked that question only. You could have asked any question. Why that
Yeah.
particular question?
Right.
Because you guys are talking about this topic, so I thought, okay,
That
because
no,
this is
something must
something
have,
which is really happening with me. So yeah,
but
Right.
something must have triggered, right, Joydeep? Something must have triggered within. You get it? So there is
Okay.
a child
So,
within you that still longs for that mother's love, that patience. You're still longing for it. That unhealed part, most probably is causing you a lot of issues today. So unless you heal that part, this will continue in your life.
Please explain to him about his. I think his video
Problem.
is hanged. So okay, would you like to, Joydeep? Are you there? Okay, would you like to carry on with the father thing now? Deepshikha, you waited and you had to go off. If you're still there, you can please come on. Meanwhile, Aaron, would you like to continue with the father thing? I think you were going to do that,
No,
right?
actually, I already explained about the part. If there's any question, let me give a demo so that they understand what is it.
So Deepshika had come on, but she went because we were we had taken up Joydeep's issue. Okay.
Hmm,
All right. So that was a good demo. What
thank
people
you.
that this is what something people don't understand that it's all about feelings. There he comes back again.
It's an underlying emotion. Every disease is has to do with an underlying emotion.
You have anything to say, Joydeep?
Sorry, I missed it. I got a call from the office and I missed that
So
little chunk.
what what I was saying when you got hanged or maybe you got a call is that the fact that it is in your mind that your mother thinks that you will throw her out and she needs to be, she wants to feel secure in her old age. Somebody's mic is on. Okay, so that you have probably, because of your subconscious mind, manifested it in your life as your wife who is not well, and your mother was not well earlier, if
There's a
I remember right.
probability. There's a probability, Guinea. We can't say it with certainty.
That's what I said. I said probably.
Probably, yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I said.
No,
So if
it's not that thing. She has actually expressed this to my relatives, and they have told this to me. So I'm not making this up.
But again, Joydeep, this must have been recent. We are talking about childhood. As a
nobody said
child,
you're making it up.
So see, that's what I'm saying. Right from childhood, she would go across to my relatives, my mamas, my chachas. She would go there and she would complain about 10-year-old ke liye kya complain ho sakta hai? He doesn't listen to me. He doesn't study. Then when I grew up and went to college, like okay, he doesn't get in touch. He doesn't. God knows what he's doing. I don't even know whether he's going to pass or not. Then after I got into a job, she like okay, this is completely gone out of hand. मेरे लिए मेरा बेटा अभी यही है वाला है. So ये वाला मतलब she would hold a photograph of mine when I was like 3 year old, and that is this, यही मेरा बेटा है. वो अभी जो है वो नहीं है. Okay,
so
so
how
from
did that
that
make you feel?
slowly it grew into in today's scenario where it says कि I want to go first before his dad so that he doesn't drive me out. That's the kind of, and I don't blame her also, as I said, because there are too many stories in real happening around her in that same campus. Too many stories. Okay, so it's a scare which is there, and she has expressed the scare even to my wife also.
Okay, you know what, Joydeep? Actually, this generally when the issue is like this, I really wouldn't be able to comment on it because there's a lot of factors there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is
A
just
lot of
one
data.
side of the story, and it's
One layer
just
here.
yeah, there's a lot
Uh,
of understanding. So you will need a proper session to really get to the core of it. क्योंकि आप
Yeah,
ऊपर ऊपर का बोल दोगे, I will tell you ऊपर ऊपर का, it doesn't make sense
doesn't make
because
sense.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
very little information.
right.
How does the child feel? How does it feel that the person who is actually supposed to be your creator, to be your nurturer, constantly is questioning you, constantly is blaming you? How did that child internalize that dialogues? What was the effect and implication on his mindset?
Uh,
How is his life today? Which all areas? All that has to be investigated
Aaron,
and explained. Yeah.
there's Nandita waiting. Can we take a question also, please? Nandita,
Yeah.
can you please come online? Can you come? Yes, yes, please.
Hello.
But as I said, you will need more. I will need more details.
Yes, Nandita.
So my question is like just the opposite. That's my issue with my father. As it is, he's
Hmm.
no more now since 2 years.
Mm,
but I have never been able to resolve this. I've tried a lot, and what I have come to conclusion that I always needed the love that I miss now.
mm,
So it will be a missing area all throughout my life now. So that has shown repercussion in my authoritative nature, in my career, and he was very upset uh, with my decisions in my career, and that has brought a very big gap within us. So I don't know how to heal that now. I've been trying hard. I don't know what to do
okay.
about it.
So first, Nandita, is to go back in time. I'm echoing.
Uh,
Saya,
yeah.
it's because Nandita's mic is open. Okay, I muted her. Carry on, Aaron.
Okay. First is to go back in time and explore the relationship of how you felt towards your father. How did that little girl feel about her father? That is very important. Then you
About
continue.
like I was very fearful about him. Like I always felt very fearful whenever he was around.
Exactly.
So
So
and
now we have
till
to,
yeah, till my middle age of my life I was fear.
yeah. So we need to work on a lot of fear here.
Pardon?
We need to work on a lot of fear. Because if there's a lot of fear, how are you even going to progress? Because the fear will constantly stop you from taking your best step forward. So of course you're going to have it. Can you mute her, please, because we're echoing. So of course we are going to have authoritative issues, right, Nandita, as you mentioned, because your father represents masculine energy, and that represents authoritative. Where is she?
She, her
Okay.
net must have gone off, but you
Yeah.
continue.
So there will be a fear with authoritative because every time she sees an authoritative figure, the subconscious gets activated and says, "Be careful, you're in danger. You're in danger." Because that is how her dad was. So something about the authoritative figure is scaring her within. So whoever she meets, even if her father had a particular tone, even that tone, maybe even a woman can be with that same tone, that also will trigger her because the child is feeling unsafe now. Authoritative figure, fear, authoritative figure, Papa, fear, I'm in danger.
Yeah, that happens with me.
Are you getting it now? How it works? So, like
I
even
can't
with
figure out now.
when people are not patient with you, something is triggering in you. Now, I don't know your story. How comfortable are you, or do you get irritated when people don't listen? I don't know. So I need a lot of details to understand how are you feeling. So this is how the subconscious works. So what we generally say, I don't like the way you speak. But
Yeah.
why you don't like the way I speak? What is so because something is triggering in me. I'm in danger when you speak like that. It reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of one father, like for example, if I know if the person is speaking in a particular tone, my father would speak in that particular tone, and the next second I would get a slap. So now I'm in danger. So that tone is triggering that memory. And
Yeah.
now, because her father is no more with her, even that part of her that misses her also is active, misses him.
So when there is this contradiction between not having a good relationship and at the same time the person has died or something and you miss them also, how do you explain that? How does that affect the life,
The
or
main thing
what do you
what
do
is
about it?
happening with parents is no matter how much we hate them, at some level we expect, I wish they could do this for us. You get it? So what happens? There is this polarity. Like, I hate you for doing this to me, but at the same time, I can't stop loving you because you are my parent. I wish I could change you, but I can't.
Yeah.
So we keep pacifying ourselves. Okay, but it's my mother, it's my father. We keep pacifying ourselves. So what happened? The pain is very much there, but we're suppressing it with all our stupid logic, illogical thinking. And one day the pain says, I can't take this anymore, and just explodes. Or maybe whoever speaks in the, have you noticed if you have an issue with tone, someone can generally speak in a high pitch and be like, can you speak properly to me? And the person's like, I'm speaking absolutely normal. Like, I don't want you to speak in that tone. Can you speak properly? Like, this is how I speak. Is because that tone is triggering your child within. It's nothing to do with that person. And when you ask another person, they'll be like, I didn't find anything wrong in the way he spoke. No, I didn't like it. Not you
Aaron, it's
didn't like
nine
it
o'clock.
because the adult is very logical.
Aaron, it's 9 o'clock. Huh? I thought I'll just remind you.
Hmm. Yes, I will have to stop in 10 minutes because I have a session after this.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for reminding me. So, do you
Yeah.
all get it? It's trigger. So, some people, you know what, even if they look like this at you, it triggers some people
Yes.
because it reminds them about one of their parents. They know now khatra hai, something is wrong. Why is it that the same person can be very good to someone else and you have that issue with that person only? Have you ever thought why? You think it's coincidence? Something is triggering within, something is happening that's okay, now I need to get out of this. Sometimes certain smell trigger people. Triggering within. Sometimes people can't take a dirty house. I had
Right.
a client who just couldn't take her husband's socks in the corridor, near the passage.
Hmm.
The moment the client sees the sock, the client loses it. Why? So when we dig is because the client came from a belief system that if you have to be a good wife, if you have to be a capable wife, the house has to be spick and span all the time.
Yeah.
Every time the socks was there, I am not a good wife, I am not a good person. But who
Yeah.
understands that? So everyone is like, what's the big deal with socks? It's not socks. For that client, that socks is a matter of life and death. Because if I see that socks, I am not a good wife. And if I'm not a good wife, I'm not a good person. And all my childhood, I'm supposed to be a good girl. I can't afford to be a bad girl. So I will make everyone's life miserable, but that socks should not be there. It's not about the socks. Have you noticed some people's house you will go, you're scared to even sit on their sofa? Because they're so particular about the cleanliness that you really feel that it's a sofa, let me just sit on it. Have you ever asked yourself why this happens? We find it abnormal, but there is a child within them that's getting triggered. So ask yourself what triggers you. I had a client, you just have to tell you're a liar. That's it. Even jokingly, if you tell the client, so you lied about it, that's it. Because when the client was young, once the client had lied and the father had whipped the child so badly that the child said not anymore. So the client's presenting issue is I just cannot lie. What happens when you lie? Something happens to me. So the client's body would constantly go like this. What's happening? It's triggering a memory. That is why you notice some people saying, "Jhoot mat bolna."
Ah, can't take it.
Yeah, so why are you so obsessed about being honest all the time? You need to understand that. See, the way you speak
The
speaks a
moment somebody lies to me, I feel this person is challenging my intelligence, and then I'm like, "You're dead. You're
yeah,
out. You don't exist for me anymore."
yeah. No, but Guinea, have you seen the strong statements you have made? If you're lying to me, you're challenging my intelligence.
Yeah,
You are dead. You
yeah,
don't exist for me anymore. You
that's
are
true.
definitely looking at a very strong inner child here.
I have all kinds of inner child problems. You talk about it, it's there.
In your last few sentences, God knows how many triggers you must have
Oh, even
touched
in the
upon on
last
Guinea's
session we did
memories.
2 days back, Like there were moments a few times when even he realized that I was just about to burst out crying, and I know how I've handled it.
No, but that happens with a lot of people. The only thing is you're being vocal about it, and it's good because at least people take inspiration. A lot of people are making sense. They know that it's hitting a chord. They know that yeah, it's making sense to them. But some people don't say. That's all.
That's the reason I'm talking about my problems, because everybody is not going to come up across here and talk.
But
Many
then
people are not
people like
comfortable talking
you,
about their problems.
no. But that's what I say. You know what? It's good to create a space where it's okay to speak about your problem because I've been a therapist for a very long time. I have yet to meet one person who doesn't have an issue in their life. I haven't met someone. Of course, people pretend that their life is perfect.
No, no, no.
Believe me, people have more issues than average people.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. The people
So
who
you know
pretend that
what?
their life is perfect have the most issues.
And even today, I work on myself. Even today, it's like taking bath. It's like eating food. Have you stopped taking bath and eating food? So what makes you say you're emotional? You don't have to work on your emotions. So it's very okay to tell people I'm going to the doctor for a surgery or I'm not keeping well, but it's not okay to say that I'm feeling depressed or I'm feeling unwell. Anyway, nowadays depression has become a fashion word now. Everyone is stressed, everyone is depressed. Even
One,
five, it was so amazing, not amazing, but it was so interesting to see this 5-year-old kid is saying I'm depressed and stressed.
huh?
So, you know, because you listen to the parents. So the first thing I ask, where do you hear from? Where do you hear this? The parents are constantly saying, I'm stressed, I'm busy, I don't have time to breathe.
Yeah.
Imagine the most beautiful thing that the universe has gifted you is with breath, and you don't have time to breathe. Even jokingly, you shouldn't say that because the vibration of that words are not good for you. I have 7 more minutes and I will stop because I need to prep for my other session. Any
Yeah, yeah.
question? Question?
I'll just read out the questions that people have put here. Parents need to understand that they're custodians of a child. They don't own the child. Parents are responsible for the soul of a child, which God has sent to the world, not their own assets. Okay, that was not a question.
No, no,
Uh,
no. That's an important thing. Whoever's
okay,
asked the question, if you are a parent, then take responsibility. However, don't hold your parents responsible for it because they didn't know about it. Okay? They themselves are wounded. But if you have written such a profound statement, I hope you do that with your children.
exactly. Joydeep, next question is for you. It's not a question, it's a request. Please show us your cute little dog. He is amazing. Where's him? Call him. So it means expectations is the root cause, Aaron.
Expectation is one of the cause, it's not the root cause.
Vishnu,
Okay.
Lot of issues, lot of issues.
Okay. We need to raise our children as good humans who can be compassionate to others and its society, not only like rats who need to win a race.
That's a question or a statement.
I don't know. How to remove all this stuff from subconscious mind? Oops.
Therapy.
Therapy.
You don't
Okay.
have to remove it. It's not some disease that you have to remove. You just have to address it with a lot of love and compassion.
Okay.
It's your own inner child. It needs a lot of love.
Okay. Next question is, can a husband in a girl's life act as a father and mother role and heal us so that we possess both the qualities, that is femininity and masculinity, as in we
When
can have a
a
balanced.
girl's wife act as a father and a mother role. So I'm presuming that you are his wife and he's acting as your father and mother at the same time. Have I got
Uh,
it right?
Probably that's what she's asking. She's asking, can a husband do that?
Absolutely no. It's a big, big no. Your husband is supposed to be your husband, not your father, not your mother, and vice versa.
Right.
That means the relationship is really very unhealthy. It needs to be worked on. However, I have to bring this to to everyone's notice that most of the couples when they come, They actually are doing their best to fill a void of one parent which they didn't get. So maybe a girl will get attracted to a boy who is more compassionate because her father was not that compassionate. And a boy will get attracted to his mother because the mother was not as loving. But then, if you notice, once you get married, the energy field changes, and now both of you all are begging each other for attention and love. And then you all tell each other that before you were not like this, before you were not like this. The truth was you were always like this. But temporarily, you all put on that effort to make each other feel loved with that particular parent which you didn't, and now you all just want to receive and not give. So that's something for everyone who's going to watch this.
Last night I had two friends here who were fighting about the same thing. You were not like this before marriage.
No, it's a void. It's a void of a childhood, of the childhood.
It's a void of the childhood.
Yeah, it's a void. It's like if you didn't get attention from your father, and now suddenly a man is giving a lot of attention, that child within you is feeling good. Now what happens? The boyfriend also likes you because you are giving so much of pampering which the mother never gave.
Hmm.
So that child within that husband, that boyfriend is feeling good. So both the inner children are meeting each other and feeling very good. But
Hmm.
then once you get into a permanent relationship, now one child is like, I need my dosage. And this child is like, I need my dosage. So it continuously goes that way.
Hmm. Okay.
One last question, Giri, before I sign off.
I don't think that's the end of the questions.
Okay. So thank you so much for inviting me over, Gini.
Thank you,
And
Aaron.
I hope people realize that it's your inner child that actually is making you do a lot of things. There is a solution to it. I strongly recommend therapy. I'm a living example of it. Yeah,
Last question. Does body weight have anything to do with inner child or mother father issues?
yeah, because it's extra, no?
Huh.
Wait, what are you
So,
holding on to which technically you shouldn't be holding on to?
no, why? Like, which is it? The mother or the father? Or either? It could be either, you mean?
Um, I wouldn't answer that because that's a major question. However, I would still explore with stability and the need to hold on.
Stability. And need
And
to
it's
hold.
more to do with a kind of self abuse also. Because every day you beat yourself for that extra weight.
Oh,
So there are weight issue is one thing which has so many layers to it, so many layers to it.
okay. So, next session we'll do on weight issues. We have decided on a date and we were looking for a subject. So, next
Uh,
session, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
okay.
Let's discuss weight issues
Let's I
from
won't
all aspects.
yeah,
Okay, great.
done.
Fine.
Have fun. Thank you everyone who volunteered to be at demo. And yes, have fun, enjoy life. Thank you, Guinea, once again. I'll
Welcome.
have a quick look at your dog, Joydeep, before I sign off, in case you plan to show it to them, so even I can have a look at
He,
it.
you both live quite close by to. I suppose you're still at Varsha's if I assume,
For
Aaron.
me,
Huh?
no, we're
No,
not in
acha, you're
Mumbai.
not. Okay. Oh, you're not in
No,
Mumbai. I thought you were in Mumbai. Few days back you were here. No? Okay. All
no,
right. Okay, okay. Fine.
I'm not.
All right.
Have
See
fun,
you.
enjoy.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you so
most
much
welcome.
for all the knowledge that you share. And as you said in the last show also, if anybody wants to get in touch with him, please WhatsApp him on the number that is scrolling below, telling him exactly where you came to know about him or met him, so that
Please,
he
with
can.
full name and place of residence.
Right. All
Yes,
right.
thank you.
Bye, Aaron.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
How do I? Yeah.
Ha. Okay. So, guys, next I am coming up with is on the 25th of November. I think it is 25th. I'm coming up with a graphologist who will be talking about signature analysis. So, signature analysis not only is important in numerology wise, but even the way you sign. So she will be giving us tips on what to do, what not to do, what are the mistakes you're making, and what happens when you sign in different manners. So if you all are going to be there for the session, or whoever sees this video later on, if you're going to be there for the session, sign on a piece of blank paper with a marker or something so that you can show it on video. I can call you all, on live to join and speak to her about your signature. It's not that she's giving free sessions, but she will definitely take some examples. Be there to see it, watch it, and after we finish with the graphology of signature analysis, we will be coming back in a couple of days with handwriting analysis, also with the same lady. Be there, watch that. And yes, I am coming up with a few more modalities and healers on my channel very soon. Uh, Keep watching my space on social media and you will know what is coming up. Meanwhile, after this third session is over, as I promised, the contest alert on Instagram and Facebook, I'm going to be checking all the answers once I put up the video on Instagram. I will be selecting the people and doing 3 readings for y'all. So make sure you answer the questions. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Joydeep, call kar. Bye. See you.
Bye bye.
Bye.